Want to have your SEO questions answered live? At SEOtraining.com, we offer our members monthly Q&A calls with the father of SEO himself, Bruce Clay. In this series, we are going to share some of the SEO questions that have come in from our members during our live recordings. So if you want to participate and ask your questions to Bruce in our next call, sign up to become a member today at SEOtraining.com. Enjoy.
Do multi-language sites have any impact on SEO? In your opinion, is it worth the time and investment?
All right, so there's several ways to do multi-language sites. So if you want to know if there's a benefit to SEO, we have to make sure you're doing it right. And most people don't have a clue how to do it right. So what you do is you take a site and optimize it in English. You identify the keywords that are the most important keywords and convert and people care about and it's appropriate to your content. And you translate only the keywords, not the page. So once you translate the keywords in that language, that's what people should be searching for. You make sure you identify this keyword in English becomes that keyword in the language. Then you get a translator. And the translator should be a native language translator so that when they translate it from English, they remember to keep using those keywords instead of rewriting the content because many times the keywords are dropped. So now I've got content that is translated that has retained the keywords that people search for. The next problem is you actually have a separate SEO project. You see, the writing style and the page size and the competitors in English may not be the same competitors that you have in Italian or French or German or Spanish or Polish or any other language. So it may be that the behavior of everybody writing about that keyword is different. And they may use different adjacent words, clarification words, right? They may not use the same style of writing as a translator would use. So now you have to actually SEO that page. Now, if you do the hreflangs correctly, you should be able to logically fence off that English is English and French is French. And as long as you have the right tags on the page, Google can figure out this one's French, this one's English. Where you really get messed up is that you have a page in English, you have a page in French, but you didn't translate the content. You have French navigation, you have French footers, and the entire body is in English because you didn't get to it. Low volume, let them figure it out. When that happens, you have a problem with duplicate content. And it may, Google will usually ignore the canonical tag, even if you have one. And you may find by accident that sometimes that French page will rank in the US above your English page. And that's where you really mess things up. So going back, there's an actual process of doing it. Now, to go to a different level, Google has indicated if you do have duplicate content and they are in different languages, the fact that it's in different language means it's not the same content. Even if all you did was a straight translation, it is different content, it'll rank by itself. They don't consider it duplicate content. So if I am multinational, I have offices around the world, including here's a good one, Tokyo. You can imagine it's not the same. Yeah, you can translate. Now you have to ask yourself, do the people that care about what I do they all read English? There's a difference between speaking and writing English and reading English. Mm-hmm. A great many people can read English, especially in the technical engineering disciplines. So, does it matter? Do I really need to translate it? Can I put it in this and let people find it? And the reason people will find your English page in France is if you have links to that page from websites in France. If French sites link to your English page, Google will consider it to be eligible to rank in France. If all your links are from US sites, it doesn't do it. It has to be from the language site. So, can you do it? Sure. Is it a pain in the butt? You betcha. Is it expensive? Absolutely. Maintenance becomes an unbelievable burden. So let's go one step further. Can I use Google Translate? Well, most people, if the information is informative or even transactional, sometimes all you have to do is get close and they can figure it out. People aren't dumb. So if Google Translate is 95% accurate, who cares? To me, it's fine. So you could use Google Translate to render in your languages. If it is very specific, this is where you get into a problem. My prices in the US are this, but my prices in the UK are different. Both are almost English. Now you have to figure out, do I have to have a separate website for the UK or a separate domain for the UK or a separate page for the UK to render in different languages, to render the UK prices in the UK. And that is where you get into a lot more complexities. One of the things that we believe in is that you just need to figure out the native language of your browser. You can determine that. You can get it. So I can say, hey, my native language of my browser is in French. I'm going to send them automatically through a redirect over to the French site. Because your browser's in French, I'm going to send you to a French language site. I might have a higher conversion rate that way. If you find that that helps, then certainly do it. This is a long-winded answer, I understand. The fact is, international multi-language is really complex. You really have to know how to do it in order to succeed at it.
If you want to join our next Q&A call, be sure to sign up to become a member at SEOtraining.com so you can ask your questions live. As a member, you'll also have access to dozens of hours of training videos as well as our SEO tools and ebooks. SEO is always evolving and you need a way to stay up to date. So if you want to raise your SEO to the next level, be sure to sign up today at SEOtraining.com. Thanks for watching.